Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly a threat to score every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And some space here. That one good for 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Jonathan Ford. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it?
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Love now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire. Akers hit. He coughs it up.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Try to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Love from the gun on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 31. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now a give. Akers running left. Gets around him. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them. And they really...
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they've picked him off already in this opening half.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. To throw now, here's Love. ETN bringing in another one. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Play fake. Here's Love. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Dillon. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
In motion, Hill. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Love now to pass on first down. Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Burrow on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On one, ready?
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's fourth. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Love's throw complete there to Moore.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on second down. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Glove. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On second and 11 now. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's got it down to the 28.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's out right at the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game with the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd down and goal. Love. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the option, here's Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Another tote for Etienne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Being chased out.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gay is on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Here's Burrow.
Throw left side complete. That's McKinney.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Burrow.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McKinney. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
11 Thomas.
Now Burrow.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.